All right, everybody. Welcome to our Power Up call today, the last call of this year before we kick into the holiday season and into a new successful year, 2025. Just maybe a short question. Can everybody see and hear me? We had some little technical issues. Maybe just give me a sign. Perfect. And you can also see me. Please let me know if you can see me, because I cannot see myself today.
Yeah, Katja, we can. We have gray square on the screen. We can see you and hear you.
All right. I hope the issue is fixed now. You can still see the black spots.
It's all good now. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that, but sometimes the technique does not play as we want. But that should not matter. Very welcome, everybody, to this Power Up call today. And before we start this call, I want to mention, as always, that we have translation in place for our Hungarian and as well for our Czech associates. And I want to let you know what you need to do if you want to, or if you need Hungarian or Czech language interpretation. If you are joining from your smartphone, please take a look at those three little dots in the bottom. This is where you click, then you choose language interpretation, and then you pick the language that you want to listen to. Either that is Hungarian or the Czech language. And then you can decide whether you want to have the original audio as well, or if you rather want to switch that off. And then you click done and you are set to listen to the language you want to listen to. If you are joining from your PC, please look for that little globe on the very bottom bar. This is the interpretation button, and here, similar to the one before, you choose either Hungarian or you choose Czech, and then you can decide if you want to mute the original audio or not. All right, then let's get started. For those who do not know me yet, my name is Katja Pöllmann, and I am a ASEA Business Development Manager, and I will be your host for today. And of course, I'm not going to be by myself. We have also other guest speakers joining, and this will be, first of all, Edouard Gug, our Vice President Europe, and we also have two field leaders joining, our new Diamond Executive, Rebekka König Thijs Dierckx. Very welcome and happy to have you here today on this call. And as you can see through the agenda, the first thing that we want to share with you is a message from Jarom Webb, our Vice Chairman, Founding Executive and new ASEA CEO. He will share his vision with you for ASEA for the next year. And then I will take you through some numbers. I will present to you the sales status of 2024, so you have more or less an idea what kind of sales numbers we have for this year. And I will also share with you the rank advancements that we had in 2024. And then we will talk about goal setting, and we will have the expertise of Rebekka König Thijs Dierckx, and they're going to talk about how they achieved the rank of Diamond Executive and how they implemented their activities to achieve this goal. And of course, Edouard also would love to share with you what's to come in 2025, and will also give you an update on the topic of NFR markets. All right, so let's go with the first thing, our CEO message from Jarom Webb. He cannot be here today personally. This is why he has recorded the message on a video, and this is what I will share with you now.
Hi, everyone. I'm so grateful to be with so many of our European associates and join your call today. I am super, super energized to be back at ASEA and to working closely with each one of you. I'm so, so grateful for ASEA and for all that we're doing that is good around the world. Some of you may not know who I am. I'd love to share a little bit of my story. I actually have been with ASEA. I've been in network marketing for 25 years. I've been with ASEA now 15 years. I started with Vertus Norton, our founder, when the company was just 3 months old. And I'll never forget the first time that I met Vertus. He invited me over to his home, and he was telling me the story of ASEA and how he had started this company and all about the product. And then he was telling me about his background at Kraft Foods and how he had retired from Kraft and how he had come across this technology and introduced it into network marketing. And I couldn't help but, as I was listening to him tell me this story and of how he had started ASEA, I couldn't help but think, why would you do this? Why would you come out of retirement when you had every reason and every opportunity to ride off into the sunset, to travel the world in retirement, and yet you started a network marketing company with this product, frankly, an industry he had no experience in? And I remember I asked him that question. I said, Vertus, why did you start ASEA? And I'll never forget the answer he said to me. It hit me right here. He said, I want to build a legacy. And I felt the power of that. He said, Jarom, I believe that this product has the potential to influence and impact the lives of millions of people across the globe. And I want to leave that as my legacy. Well, that was a very impactful moment for me personally. And I could feel the vision. I could feel the passion. I could feel that energy coming in that moment. And I decided right then and there to join him. Well, that was 15 years ago. And when the company was 3 months old, and here we are 15 years later. And I ran the company as president for 10 years. In 2021, I moved out of the president role and have been sitting on the board of the company for the past 3 years. So I've been staying fairly close, but I've been out of the day-to-day operations for now 3 years. And as I come back into this role and really overseeing the day-to-day business as we move forward, I come back in many ways a different leader and a different person as I step back in. I come back with a renewed vigor and energy for what we have as a company and for building that legacy company, that legacy vision. I come back in with a renewed focus and determination like I've never had before to move ASEA forward, to grow, to empower you and your teams to grow, to give you the tools and the things that you need to really drive and grow this. Because for me and for this company, this isn't about something else. We are committed to you and your success. When so many of other companies are saying, we don't want to invest in the channel anymore, we're going to go somewhere else. We as a company are bone deep committed to this distribution channel, to you and to the success of you and your teams. That is our commitment, and that is what we're going to invest in as we move forward. So I come back into this role with an energy that I've never had before, and with a focus that I've never had before, to build a long-term legacy sustainable business by empowering you and your teams to be successful. And now part of that is we've got a lot of work to do. We've got to make it easier for people to do business with us. So my focus is to come in here and simplify our programs and our processes, make it easier for people to engage with us at every level, whether you're a brand new associate, whether you're a customer, whether you're a new leader at the D300, D7 or bronze, or whether you're a diamond with this company. We want to improve the overall experience and make it easier and simplify what we're doing. We also want to make what we're doing more compelling. We want to elevate the business opportunity. So I come back in focused on simplifying and making more compelling our business opportunity and how people engage to build a business with ASEA. That is the vision that I have. I have a big vision for growth. We have so much opportunity. If you think about it, other companies are going out of business because of they're not financially stable. Other companies may be abandoning or moving away from the channel. We're running into you and into the channel with the financial stability, with the scalable infrastructure, and with the flexibility to be able to make investments in you, investments in our future, investments in growth. And that's where we're taking ASEA. And I will tell you that Europe is a huge part of what we're trying to do. What you have been able to do over the past 3 years in terms of growth and progression over there is remarkable. And I, for one, am committing myself to you, to the success of our European business as you continue to grow and move forward. We want to support you with the resources that you need. We've got a global vision for how we're moving forward. We'll translate that into a European vision. I know Edouard and his team have a big vision for how we're going to move Europe forward into the future. Guys, I'm really, really energized with a big, big vision for growth, for progression. It truly is next generation ASEA. And before I close, I wanted to just touch on this new product and how exciting this is. Some of you have heard that there is a new product coming at ASEA. Well, I will tell you that there is a new product coming. Our diamond leaders are going to get exclusive access to that early before the launch. But I'm telling you, this product is exciting. It is a game changer for us. We've been working on it for over 3 years. It is taking our redox technology and what makes us unique and taking it into next generation. This truly is a next generation redox. And I have a big vision to take this company into next generation ASEA. So we're excited. We're energized at the corporate office. We're excited to bring this vision to you. The next 12 months are going to be awesome, amazing. And I hope that you can step back and look at your own personal business and say, what do I want my next generation business to look like as we move into 2025? Because we'll need every one of you as we move forward. We love you. We're grateful for your passion, commitment, and we are energized to rock and roll with you into 2025. So thank you very much.
All right. Thanks to Jarom for this recording and sending the personal message. And as all of you have heard, there will be a new product coming next year. I guess Edouard will probably also share a few words later at the end on that. Next generation redox. So we're all super excited. And as Jarom also mentioned, the ending of a year is usually a good time to reflect on the past year and also think about what do I want to achieve in the next year? Where do I want to take my business? What I would like to do is I would like to take a look at this year now and share a little bit of sales numbers that we had in Europe and where we are at right now. So here you see this line, this white line that is going up. So in this blue graph, you see below the year from 2015 to 2024. And on the left, this is basically the sales in million. And as you can see, we have been growing over the years. And here in the below table, at the very end, you can see we already had a really good year in 2023 with end year sales of $31.4 million. And right now, we are 18.1% ahead of last year and 11.66% ahead of the target. Our weekly average lies around $758,000. And if we're continuing like this, we assume a sales of $39.4 million at the end of 2024, which is great because if we compare to 2023, that was $31.4 million, $8 million more in sales. Now let's look at the markets, our top 5 markets. And before I do that, what I wanted to say, in 2 weeks ago, in Commission Week 49, we had the strongest week of the year with 1.1 million in sales only in that 1 week. So who are our top 5 markets in this year? Our biggest market still is Hungary, followed by France. Then we have Spain. There was a lot of growth in Germany. Germany is our 4th biggest market, and Norway in 5th place. And now when we look at the markets that are growing rapidly compared to the year before, we have Spain at 1st place with 103% growth compared to last year. Czech Republic is our 2nd fastest growing market with 99.5% compared to last year. Then we have a smaller market, Croatia, and we have some new leadership there. They have been doing the business very actively in the past months, and there is also growth visible, 92.3%. And in the Germanic-speaking region, there's also a lot of growth. We have Austria with 76% in growth compared to the previous year, and Germany with 56%. And with good sales and a lot of enrollments, of course, we also do have a lot of rank advancements. And I would like to share with you how many rank advancements we had per rank in 2024. Let's start with the early ranks, Director 300 and Director 700. So we had 601 Director 300, so people who achieved this rank for the very first time in this year, and 681 Director 700. We all know the Director 300 holds a special place in the compensation plan. That's the rank from which you start earning team commissions. And then when you are at this level of Director 700, you slowly start building or looking into your team and who are the active team members, and you're trying to establish further Director 300 legs in your team to get to the next level, which are the executive ranks. We have the bronze executive, the silver executive, gold executive, and platinum executive. What do you need to achieve those ranks? For bronze, you need a volume of 2,000 in your lesser leg and 2 Director 300 legs. For silver, 3,000 in your lesser leg and 3 Director 300 legs. And for gold, you make a little bit of a jump. You need 5,000 in your lesser leg and 4 Director 300 legs. And for platinum, an even bigger jump from gold to platinum, you need a volume of 10,000 in your lesser leg and 5 Director 300 legs. Now let's take a look of how many we had. We had 55 bronze executives in this year, 32 silver executives, 15 gold executives, and 8 platinum executives. Great numbers. And then after you have reached that level of platinum executive, the next big jump or the next big goal would be to become a diamond, of course, or even higher. And of course, the rank of diamond or higher, it's very special because you are truly building a legacy. You have the ability to earn all of the 8 income possibilities of the ASEA compensation plan, and you are truly building a legacy. And we had 6 diamond executives in this year and 1 triple diamond executive. And because these are very, very special ranks, I would like to share with you who are these 6 diamond executives and the triple diamond executive that we had in this year. Let's start with our diamond executives. We have Miluše Voborilova from Czechia. She reached the rank of diamond in June, followed by Maria José Hernández Belmonte from the Spanish market and Estelle McIan in UK, who reached the rank of diamond in August. Then we have Baranyai Antal Miklos from Hungary, reaching the rank of diamond in September, and then followed by Vaderna Shusha and Tamás from Hungary as well, reaching the rank of diamond in November. And our very recent rank achievement to Diamond Executive, and I'm very happy about this because I've been working very closely together with them, is Rebekka König and Thijs Dierckx, and they have reached the rank of Diamond in December in Commission Week 49. And then last but not least, we had a triple Diamond Executive, Marina and Peter Seil. For those of you who have been at the Ascent in Crete, we have already recognized them there and celebrated this achievement. And it may come as a little bit of a surprise. They started the business in Australia, but have now migrated their business to the United Arab Emirates. And they're an absolute power couple, and ever since they have reached the triple diamond in May, they have managed to keep this rank every week, and they have really put in a lot of work to help their team reach bigger ranks as well. And one of their team members, or one of their team legs, are one of the new Diamond Executives, and I'm very happy for them, and they will be our guest speakers today. And I want to welcome you guys, Rebekka König and Thijs Dierckx, to talk a little bit about how you actually achieved this goal, because I know you have planned this. You really wanted to achieve this, and I think you are a true inspiration for people who want to get there. So I want to say very welcome, Rebekka König and Thijs Dierckx.
Thank you, Katja.
Yeah.
It's very nice to be here.
Great. I hope you can can you see me? Because I am
Yes.
a little bit, yes. Okay, great. Yeah, so first of all, I want to say one more time, congratulations to this achievement. I know it was very important to you to reach this rank still in this year, and you have managed to do so. So great achievement. And what I would like to talk to you about today is what you did to get there in terms of mindset, in terms of the communication also with your team, and of course, what actually have you implemented to get there. And there is one quote that I have in mind, and when I think of you, and it says, a goal without a plan is just a wish. And I remember that you have said to me a few weeks ago, no, we do not only want to become diamond, we will become diamond. And I would like you guys to tell me a little bit about what this shift of, this change of wording has influenced the way you approached to reach this goal.
Yes. I'm starting. My husband and I are not in the same place today, so we cannot.
No worries.
We cannot do this. So okay, so I may be starting. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, Katja. Yeah, I mean, we really we made this decision 3 weeks ago, I think, or 4 weeks ago, that we said now we will be diamonds, and we actually set a specific goal. We said we will manage by the 13th of December and made it a real focus of ours. At the end, we actually managed a week earlier for the 6th of December, even though we planned for a week later. But what we did is that we actually really made a focus and put for ourselves a plan together how to do this. And maybe Thijs, you want to tell a little bit more about that?
I think this is basically the big difference, because we really decided whatever happens, we're going to be diamond. So we had 100% focus on the goal, but it was not only, let's say, something cognitive, but also something emotional. That we said, whatever happens, we're going to keep our focus on it, we're going to keep our energy up, and we're really, by that date, going to be diamond. Whatever happens, we're going to make it. And I think that's what made the difference also. And we also communicated it outwardly. We told it to you and Katja and to Reinder, but also to our team. So then we were also really committed and really wanted to show that that's something that's possible and that can be done. We also wanted to inspire the team, but then we were really committed, and we just, we held on to this energy all the way to the end. So we never let down. We said, whatever happens, we're going to do it. And I think that's what makes the difference. And that's not only a cognitive decision, but that you really all in 100% also emotionally with your goal. And I think once we made that decision, we saw so much momentum coming also from our team, because people really believed us. And it was really an authentic thing, and also an authentic wish that people wanted to come with us and also wanted to grow their business. So it was so much fun, I have to say. Yeah.
Thank you, Thijs, for sharing this. So you said you really made this decision, you put all your focus, all your mindset onto this goal. Then how did you then go about the implementation? You also mentioned the team. How did you communicate with the team? How did you bring them on board? What were the actions that you put in place?
Yeah, we actually said we made a plan. So we had this goal, and then we said, okay, what are we going to do? So we set up different things. We talked to everybody in our team and said, we made a decision. Do you also want to bring your business on the next level, or what would be your goals? So we talked with everybody, with our leaders, and said, what's actually your goals? What would be your wish? Are you willing to come with us? So we basically set up a group with a lot of people that said, yeah, we are willing to also bring our business to the next level. And we brought in also people from the upline. We actually set up a lot of live meetings. So Thijs and I were basically living on the road for some
I know, I remember.
We did a lot of live meetings, yeah. And I never thought working from the road would be that much possible, because we did like registrations on the highway, in the car, one computer, then the battery went out. So we switched to the next computer. I mean, we were on the phone basically from 7 in the morning till 1 in the night. What we did was really 100% intention on that goal. So we really stayed in focus from early morning till late in the night. And that's what we basically did for, some time.
Yes, I remember that. And Thijs still wanted to say something to...
Yeah, I think we were very strategic. We really thought, okay, when do we want to become diamond? So we planned everything towards also this date, all the momentum, all the lives that we did, all the people that we contacted. And we said, next 2 weeks, we're going to make a lot of momentum. And so we were very strategic about it, the way we chose which weeks we did, and also, the way we got everybody on board. But it was also such a nice team effort, And we got also so much support also from our upline in creating this momentum and energy and fun, and getting everybody on board, because we also had so many rank advancement in this week that we went diamond also in our own team, which was really, really wonderful.
Yes. And this is also, you really did everything right when it comes to setting a goal. You were very specific. You were very clear in what you wanted to achieve. You know your numbers also very well. I know you know everything in detail. And you also know the numbers of your team very well. And you also put a deadline. I think that is very important, not just to say, oh, we're going to become it someday, maybe hopefully this year. You were very clear on when you wanted to achieve that. And then there is also, and you just mentioned that when you talked a little bit about your team, you involved them. You also involved them in asking, what are your wishes? What are your goals? And I think this is very important, because it's not just the implementation itself, but it also carries like an emotional part. Like there is more behind it. It's not just achieving this goal and it's ticked, but there is more to it. Can you say a little bit about this as well? What does that mean for you to become diamond?
I think for us, it's something we already wanted to be for a longer time. It was also a very emotional goal because it's really something that was when we started the ASEA business. When you start the ASEA business, you think it's such a thing to accomplish, and it's really, like, let's say, a big wish of ours. But it was also important for us to show the team what's possible and to get the team on board and to, let's say, be also an example for our team to show them what's possible. And for us, I think this is maybe the emotional value, but I think also the journey that you make 100% decision, you stick with it and you see what happens in life or when you want to accomplish something, when you really have such a focus is also something I think that was a real learning process. And I think that is also something that we can also communicate to the team, or we have shown to the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Rebekka,
I mean that was our biggest wish to actually, because we have been starting this journey without any network marketing experience. Yeah, so we've been absolute newbies here, but we have so much fun, and I think we went deep dived into this journey, and we really, because we have lots of people on our team that also have no network marketing experience, so we really wanted to show what is possible, that it is possible to reach this. And we could really see from what we did that the visions that we created for everybody, they got so much bigger. It's like everybody went for an upgrade somehow, 2.0, yeah? If you make a decision and say something more is possible, then the others can also really feel it and grasp it. And I think this is the most important, yeah, as a leader, that the others can, follow in your footsteps also.
Yeah, it is definitely an inspiration, and I also talked to other team members in your team who achieved gold. Michael and Claudia, they were really happy to, like, the whole energy changes in the team, right? And you just mentioned you came into the business without any network marketing experience. And you have had, of course, also your struggles and your challenges, and you learned a lot, you developed personally. If you, let's say you would bring somebody into the business in your team, completely new, with all the knowledge that you have now, what advice would you give them if they start a business and they say, oh, I want to become a Bronx, for example? What would you say are the key things to look out for? What would you advise?
I think it's a couple of things, because I think the first thing is that we should really trust ourselves what we're capable of. Yeah? So if somebody says, I want to become a bronze, I think it's good to aim higher, to have a bigger vision, to say, maybe I really want to make a life-changing income with ASEA, or I really want to build something big. Because I really see, if you're authentic, if you have a big vision, it's also easier for other people to join you. Yeah. So if your vision is limited, then maybe there's also not so much space in your team. But if you have a big vision, it's also easier for other people to join you. And there's also much more energy behind it. So I think it's very important, let's say, that you're authentic and that your vision is big enough, yeah? And that you really have this self-confidence that you can also really accomplish it. And I think that's also something magnetic, which also attracts people to your team, and that they want to work with you, because they say that person really wants to go somewhere. Yeah. So I think this is, let's say, one of the most important things to start with.
Yes, and I also think that when we started, we often hear about consistency, yeah? And I think consistency is very important. I mean, Trish, she always says 2 a day brings freedom your way, yeah, which is true. But I think often the people, they think I have to build up a business slow and steady so it becomes stable. This is what we often hear. Yeah. So I want to have a stable business. But I think in order to create a stable business, you need really these visions and you need breakthroughs. Yeah. And how you create a breakthrough is by creating momentum, yeah, and this is why we use these 30, 60 or 90-day blitzes or runs, yeah, where we really create a lot, like a burst of energy, yeah. It's like when a plane wants to go off ground, then you need a certain kind of energy to, you know, that it goes off, yeah. And I think it's the same here. If you want to bring your business to the next level, you need a certain burst of energy and really people that can plug into this. As we said, if you make the decision and you put a lot of energy out and you then manage to stay in this frequency for a while, then really momentum is created and people can plug in and they can feel it and make their own decisions to really also go on another level. And I think this is really important, that a business is not only like created by consistency, but also having these bursts of energy for a while, then you can go on a little bit. But I think time and time again, it's good to do something like this together. Yeah.
Yes. And it worked.
It worked.
You managed it in time, even earlier than you wanted to. Great, great achievement. And thank you so much also for sharing these insights. And I think you are very much an inspiration for your team. I know your team has a lot of boost now. They want to also reach higher ranks. And this is a great energy to go into the new year as well. So thank you so much for sharing this. We're very happy for you. I know that Peter and Marina, they're very proud of you. Your team is very proud of you, and great work, and looking forward to see you even grow more.
Thank you so much. And I want to also thank Peter and Marina and all of our team. You're all so great. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Rebekka. Thank you, Thijs. Thanks for being here. All right, and now we got so much inspiration from Rebekka and Thijs. We want to add on a little bit more, and they just gave a good example on how they planned their goal, what to achieve, and of course, a new year or the start of a new year or the end of an old year is a good time to look into what do I want for myself? What do I want to achieve next year? And of course, the company ASEA itself, we also have some goals for next year with you. There is a lot of new things planned, and this is where Edouard comes now in place. Edouard is going to share a little bit about what's to come next year, but also give you an update on some current projects such as the NFR. So I want to head over to you, Edouard.
Thank you, Katja, and well, good afternoon to everybody. Thanks for having me today with you. Well, first off, I also would like to congratulate you, Rebekka and Thijs, for the diamond track advancement. Very, very happy for you. So usually when an associate rank advances to diamonds, we invite them to the Munich office and we invite them to do some sightseeing in Munich. So this is very appealing if you're coming from Hungary. This is very appealing if you're coming from the UK, from Spain, from Czechia, right? But the funny thing is that Thijs and Rebekka, they are living close to the office, so I don't think this program will be very appealing to them. So we will make sure to find something exciting and something new for you. But looking forward to celebrate this achievement with you. But I promise this will be a different program than than what you already know. Give me 1 second to share my screen. Hopefully you can all see it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like to start with what Katja mentioned. So introducing the opening of the United Arab Emirates. So the wait is over. We announced UAE for a couple of months, and we are now ready to enter the market. So I'm very pleased to announce UAE as our latest market. So people there can now purchase the product for personal consumption. And well, this is a significant milestone in our global expansion plan. And we are very happy to bring our two key innovative products to the very dynamic market. I think the UAE and Dubai as a city in particular is a hub of growth. And this new market really, I believe, opens new opportunity for all of you and for all our associates. If you're not familiar with the UAE, I would like to share a couple of information with you. So there is another 13 million people that I believe should hear about ASEA. One interesting thing about this market is that almost 90% of the population are expats. The good thing with you is that there is no language issue in the UAE, right? Of course, the official language is Arabic, but English there is widely spoken, especially in business. So yeah, this is, I believe, a huge plus for you to develop your activity there. This market is also, or the country is very dynamic and very influential in the Middle East, and also I believe in a global level. Again, if you're not familiar with UAE, the country is known, of course, for its very rapid development, but also for its very modern infrastructure. And well, I know that many of them know UAE. Of course, many of you attended the Diamond Summit a couple of months ago, and some of you already settled even in the market. So really, Dubai and the UAE is a global business hub, and the country, I think, has, in a very clever way, diversified its economy into different sectors. And you would see when you talk to the people there, and I had the opportunity to have some meeting during the Diamond Summit a couple of months ago, the people there are very open-minded, right? Of course, in Dubai, but I would say this is a common denominator when you talk to the people in the UAE. They are very open-minded, very open for business opportunities. So why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because, well, I believe this looks very promising for you to develop your ASEA activity there, right? UAE is definitely a very attractive destination for your business, of course, but also for your innovative products. So no language issue. People speak English. The large majority of people speak good English. And the large majority of the people are really open-minded to innovative things and to our business model. I think one would also assume that Dubai is the largest city in the UAE, but it's actually Abu Dhabi. So again, if you're not too familiar with the country is made of 7 different emirates, and Abu Dhabi is the capital and the largest emirate, followed very closely by Dubai, and then you have 5 other emirates which are not as known as Abu Dhabi and Dubai, of course, but this gives you hopefully a better overview of the market. So what we can offer there as a company? Well, we focus on 2 products. So our 2 main products, the ASEA supplement and the Renew 28 as well. So we will have two different SKU, 1 case ASEA and 4 tubes of Renew 28. The market is what we call NFR, so not for resale. In more simple terms, this is for personal consumption only. So this is also the reason why we have a limitation per order. So the limitation is basically 1 case ASEA or 4 tubes of Renew in order to stay under the threshold of 120 PV. In terms of shipping, we estimate the delivery time to be between 7 and 13 days. So Of course, we did a lot of test shipment. All those test shipment were successful within this period of time. So this is what you and your customer and associate there can expect. And credit card so far will be the only accepted payment option for orders going to the Emirates. The key points to know, when you register as an associate in the UAE, your commission will be paid in US dollar. So you pay the product in US dollar and your commission will also be paid in that currency. I think you're very familiar with what the referral codes are. So those 20% referral codes will also be available in the UAE. As an associate there, you can participate and you can qualify for the incentive trip like the Ascent. So UAE will belong to the European region. So the associate there will qualify to the European Ascent trip. And all other kind of events, of course, are open to our associate in the Emirates. Couple of limitations. There will be no enrollment pack. There is no redox reward, and there is no fast forward in those markets meant for personal consumption. But those are the three main limitations, which should not be critical for you to not invest there and not be able to build to continue building your ASEA activity in the UAE. So in summary, this is our offer in the UAE. The market is already open since yesterday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again investing there and developing together this market. I also would like to remind all of you before the holidays of our key initiative for next year. So of course, we have the global convention taking place in September in Mexico, and we do incentivize you to travel to Mexico. We launched this incentive beginning of November this year, and this lasts until the 11th of April 2025. And when we will support financially 150 people globally, and more than 50 of the associates will actually be from Europe. So if you're not familiar with this incentive, you can either have a look at your virtual office, or you can contact either the associate support or your business development manager. So 50 European associates will be supported financially to travel to the convention. Of course, the Ascent experience taking place in June next year. The qualification period is still running, going to beautiful Montenegro next year. And we just launched the Diamond experience qualification period as well. The trip will be a bit later in the year, but the qualification period already started. And of course, Jarom mentioned it, Katja mentioned it. That's, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most exciting news for next year. We will launch a new targeted redox-based product. We will release it on the 9th of January in Utah. We will also have a leader meeting in Europe before the official launch, in order for our leaders to be able to test the product. And the official launch in Europe will take place on the 1st of March in our 23 markets altogether. So I'm not allowed to give you more information. We had the chance to test this product already internally, and in my almost 8 years with ASEA, it's the first time that we had so many very positive and very fast testimonial about one product. So really looking forward to beginning of January to release this new product. And I cannot agree more with Jarom saying that this product is a really game changer for our business. Last thing I would like to touch. I really appreciate the comment from Rebekka and Thijs about setting goal and about setting deadline. I think this is one of the key of success. And there is one thing I like to do at the end of each year, is to have a kind of reflection about the past year in order to set goals for the next year. Katja shared with you the figures. Well, this year was remarkable for Europe. So basically, you double the size of the European business within 7 years. So we went from 18 million revenue 7 years ago to more than 39 million at the end of this year. So again, thank you very much for this. Again, this is remarkable. As this year ends and as we are expecting a very exciting start of next year, again, I would like to encourage all of you to reflect on your 2024 year, right? And I think that reflecting on the past year is an essential practice, not only for your business development, but I think also for your personal growth, right? Reflecting, I believe, helps you to understand where you have been, where you are going, and how to best navigate, I think, the journey ahead. And we can gain a lot of insight, I think, from the past success, but mostly from the past failure, right? And we would like to challenge you to build on your strengths and to fix your weakness until an acceptable level, right? So once you went through this reflection phase, it's time then to define your goals for 2025 and also how to achieve those goals, right? So define what your goal is and then define 3 to 5 concrete key initiatives to reach those goals. And we are doing the same exercise internally as a company, right? Goals, I think, help to prioritize your time, prioritize your effort on what truly matters, right? I think that goals also give you a sense of purpose. You should feel very proud, right? When you achieve even small milestone, doesn't necessarily need to be diamonds, right? Your goal. Everyone should have a very personal goal, and everyone should have very personalized and targeted initiative in how to reach those goals. I think that goals also push you to go out of your comfort zone, right? Those goals encourage you to develop new skills, to take on new challenges, but also to grow as a person. And I think there is a very deep satisfaction that comes with achieving those goals. And again, whether they are big or small, the most important is to set a goal for next year. Why goals are important? I also believe that it helps with decision making. Having a clearly defined goals makes it easier to make decision, right? You can evaluate your choices based on whether they align with your objective and avoid wasting time on things that do not necessarily contribute to your goal. And those goals really, I think, help you to allocate the time and allocate the resource more efficiently, all right? And this is also one exercise we do internally. Every time someone is coming to me, or every time we discuss one idea, my first question is it really helping us to achieve our goal, right? And based on that, you can be very efficient in saying, well, yes, let's move forward, let's do this. Or you can say no, because it's not aligned with what you define as a goal. As 2024 ends and next year start very soon, we also would like to encourage you to think big, but to also start small, right? And I like the example of Rebekka and Thijs again, without experience in network marketing. No, they reached diamond, but there were a lot of different steps in between, right? And from my experience, if some trade-off should be made between short-term success and the long-term success, I would always encourage you to look at the big picture and to think on the long term. So I really encourage you to think beyond the present and focus on the long-term outcomes. And when you break down a long-term goal into smaller steps, I think it gives you a lot of clarity towards this bigger vision. So making your long-term aspiration feels, I think, more attainable if you break it down into smaller steps. Jarom talked about this in this video. I also want to share it from my side. And we want to remind you and we want to assure you that we are 100% committed to you as our associate, and we are 100% committed to our distribution channel, right? Of course, with a long-term and healthy growth in mind, and also with a deep focus on supporting you and a deep focus on field compensation, right? Direct sales is not just part of our past at ASEA, it is also our present, and it is also our future. And we have a lot of confidence in the strengths, and we have a lot of confidence in the relevance of this industry of direct selling. And you know, we talk a lot about products, we talk a lot about science, we talk a lot about compensation plan, etc., etc. But I think what makes this business and what makes this model very unique, it's people, right? Those of you who attended the Diamond Summit in Dubai, remember we did an exercise together with Tyler. Tyler was asking everyone, what is your competitive advantage? And it was interesting to see that many people talked about the product, many people talked about the science, many people talked about trade secret, etc., etc. But not many or even no one mentioned my competitive advantage is we as associates. And I think that this period of the year is also a good time to remind ourselves that you are the reason why we are here, and we are 100% committed to you. So thank you for your passion. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you also for your entrepreneurial spirit. And last thing from my side, I would like to wish you and wish your family a happy holiday season, and hopefully we see each other very soon at the beginning of next year. Thank you very much, and Katja, back to you.
Thank you, Edouard. Thank you for sharing what's to come next year. I have not so much more to add besides announcing that we have another product training tonight. It's going to be about our beauty products by ASEA, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. You can find the link in the virtual office under programs and promotions. Our colleague will explain how to combine those products and talk about the USPs of these products. So feel free to join. It's going to be translated into Hungarian as well as into Czech. And yeah, I have then nothing more to add besides thank you for everybody who participated in this last call, for everyone who made this year a great success. And I hope you all have some relaxing holidays and to gain new energy, and then to kick off the new year with new success and new energy, and to make a great 2025. And I hope to see many, many of you in Montenegro. That's from me, and wishing you wonderful holidays, and see you soon on the next call on the 15th of January. Thank you.